What's good, e-bikers? Let's talk about long-range e-bikes today. I'm going to give you 7 long-range e-bikes that will get you 100 miles or more. That's right. There are only a handful on the market today. 3 of those are right here. This is the Testway, it's a Yui, and behind me is a Rattan. I got 4 more to show you as well, so we'll do that after I show you these. And long range is awesome because you don't have to charge as much. You can go days between charges sometimes, depending on how you ride the e-bikes. And I love long range e-bikes. They're probably my favorite type of e-bike because I go for distance when I'm out riding. So let's walk you through some of these new models here because there are some new ones, and we'll walk you through some of the pricing, what the estimated range is, what my take is on the range, and go check out my website as well, chris-cross.com. I just posted a pretty lengthy post about these bikes, about ranges, and had AI help me with that. And it came out to basically about 20 watt hours per mile. So to go 100 miles, you need big batteries. That's what these e-bikes deliver here. And you can certainly buy them on the market today. They're awesome, and they'll take you far. So let's get into it. All right, so this is the cheapest option on my list here of 7 long-range e-bikes. This is the EUY W1. Here's the EUY bike insignia there. Now this has 2 30 amp hour batteries. They're both 48 volts. So that gives you total watt hours of 2880. And you're going to need that if you want to go 100 miles. The estimated range on this bike is 160 on their website, 160 miles. I'd say you're probably looking at more like closer to 120 overall. I think that's more realistic with a bike like this. It's 48 volts, so some of the bikes on my list are in the 52 volt range, and there's even a few 60s as well. But the more watt hours you have, the farther you can go. So again, 2880 watt hours with those 2 batteries there on the bike behind me. This is a very low center of gravity bike because the batteries are right in the middle there. If you're on the shorter side, it's a good option for you, and the price can't be beat. It says $14.99 on their website, but there's a discount code right there. So you can pick this up for like $12.99. I'll throw a link in the description as well to all these e-bikes. If you want to pick any of them up. I'm an affiliate of many of them, and your support goes a long way to support the channel. So appreciate those clicks, guys. I've did some Uber Eats on this e-bike. It's 20 by 4 tires. It's got a 1,000 watt motor, I believe, back here. Of course, you got the mag rims. A few of the bikes today have that. You got the insignias or the paintings on the side here. It's kind of a cargo long-range e-bike. It's got that big rack in the back there. It's got a big headlight up front. All right, and you got the mag wheels and the knobby tires. So that's the EUY W1 and the cheapest option of the long-range e-bikes out there that I've seen. Up next, we have the Veran LM Ultra. This is my Uber Eats bike that I've been using to do Uber Eats deliveries in my neighborhood. And we're rocking a 48 volt, 40.5 amp hour battery here. So on the smaller side. Of all the bikes on my list today, this one I have the least confidence in. According to my 20 watt hours per mile, this only gets 96. So I haven't tested it yet. I hope to at some point this summer. But Rattan claims 120 miles is the range of this thing. And if you baby it, you can probably get that. But again, you got to baby it. You can't use the throttle on that. You got to do it on flat ground. And it's a cadence sensor e-bike as well. So if it was a torque sensor, it'd be a little more efficient. We have a torque sensor bike on the list later. Comes in a step over or a step through frame if you want to do that. I like this bike and I don't like this bike. It's got flaws. It has mechanical disc brakes for some reason. I don't know why they decided to do that, but I have to replace those. I replaced the tires. I'm going to replace I did a C-post replacement. I got a bunch of stuff up here, new grips and stuff like that to make it more comfortable to deliver. But that's the Veran LM Ultra. And again, claim range 120. I probably look at more like 80 to 90 in my opinion. But take it for what you will. So I'm a 180 pound rider. And if you live in Florida somewhere and you're just cruising along at 10 miles an hour, you could probably squeeze 100 miles out of that 48 volts, 14 amp or 40.5 amp hour battery here. So that's the Rattan. Let's see what we got next. All right, this is probably my favorite bike on the list. This is the new Tesway X7 Pro. It's their rear-wheel drive only. It comes in all-wheel drive as well. This bike goes for $18.99. I think the single drive version is like $1,500. But we're rocking a 48 volt, 60 amp hour back here. Okay, 48 volt, 60 amp hours. So again, 2880 watt hours of power there on this Tesway now. I just got this bike. It's their new model. It is the best looking, I think, of any of these bikes I'm going to show you today. It's got that clean, modern look now. It's got sidewall reflectors on there. It's got this really reinforced frame. I love the lines on this thing. They did a great job just designing the look of this e-bike here. This thing, I hit 33 on it already. The all-wheel drive version can go 38 miles an hour. They claim a range of 200 miles. That's what you're looking at here. So I've done that before on my Anyoki, which we'll talk about later. So on a 60 volt battery, a 60 amp hour battery, you can certainly get long range here. And I've definitely tried that on some other models here. So definitely my favorite e-bike on the list. I love the looks. I love how it rides. It fits me like a glove, and it's fast enough. Again, you can get the all-wheel drive version if you want a little more speed. But I kind of like this rear-wheel drive where it's almost a perfect e-bike. The brakes are great. It's not that heavy compared to some of the other bikes on my list. It's really good looking. I love the looks of this thing. It is just a stunner from head to toe. And Tesway did a remarkable job here on these new designs. This is a step over version. Comes in a step through well with a little more slanted down tube there. But I really like both of them. And I think they are going to sell a lot of these because they're, again, the best looking long range e-bike on the market in my opinion. And the specs on it are really great. All right, guys, so let's talk about the rest of these e-bikes on the list. So let's start with the Anyoki. Really, they have all their e-bikes are long range. They have the AQ177 and the AA Pro Max, and you can get them either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. They range from $14.99 to $17.99 right now. I think the upgraded options, you can even get a 52 volt, 60, 70, or 80 amp hour e-bike. That's crazy range. That's 4,000 watt hours. That's just sick. It's not even the biggest on my list. But I've had the AQ177 on the channel, the rear-wheel drive. I did sell that eventually. Put a lot of miles on it though. It served me pretty well. Some of the later models, I've heard some other YouTubers getting them, and I've had some issues with some of the ones they sent out. But yeah, they've been around for a while. They're big bikes though, so just a warning. They're big, heavy. I mean, the brake discs are like dinner plate size. And really heavy to travel with, so that's why I kind of like just the rear-wheel drive only versions, just because it's lighter, it's more manageable, and such. I think the Anyokis come with, you can get a 24-inch and then the 20-inch as well, 20x4 fat tires. So check those out on your. All right, number 5 will be the Eoro Juliet, 1999. Estimated range 110 to 200 miles. And comes with a 60 volt, 70 amp hour battery. That's 4,200 watt hours. Again, another long range e-bike. They make other versions as well. The Romeo, dual motors, very similar to Anyoki. I'm not a huge fan of the Eoro bikes. The one I rode was it was big, heavy, lumbering, clunky. It rattled a lot, particularly off-road. So it wasn't a bike for me. I didn't like that bike that much. Not to say you won't, but the Eoro Juliet is their cheapest model at about 2,000 bucks. And again, 60 volt, 70 amp hour. That's just crazy range right there. I might get more than 200 miles on that thing. All right, number 6 on the list, the Walke H7 or H9, starting at $17.99 for the e-bikes. They come in 48 volts, 60 amp hours. That's 2,880 watt hours. A friend of mine has the Walke H7. It's served him well so far, and he's only had it for a few months, I think. but he's looking to upgrade to the H9, I think. But yeah, they've been around for a while. Walke, fairly reliable. I've had a couple issues with a few of mine I had in the shop, but that would be the number 6. 2 e-bikes on the list. You know, a lot of these brands have multiple e-bikes that go long range. So I said 7, but that's basically 7 e-bikes / brands, because Walke, Anyoki, Eoro have multiple e-bikes that can reach that kind of distance. So there you go. And last on my list is the electric Expedition. It comes with 2 35 or 2 17.5 amp hour batteries. It's a torque sensor e-bike, and I saw Scott Hardesty get 85 miles on that thing, I think it was, with a load going to his cabin. And so they claim about 120 miles on the Expedition. So I think that with no load on flat ground, 100 miles on that e-bike is very doable with that torque sensor. It's a very efficient e-bike overall. So that's my list. Those are my 7 e-bikes / brands that will take you long and far. And for my money, I like this Testway. Review coming soon to the channel. Haven't got a chance to do it yet. Need to get this. I've had this video on my to-do list for 3 months now, so I finally get a chance to do it because the Testway is in the shop now. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Check the links in my description. Pick up a bike if you like them. I'll see you on the next crisscross, guys. I'm out.